Monday. So I am back here trying to remember where I was with this folder. I think we were getting ready to go into the grinding room. So I'm gonna see if it will allow me to do that today. And see if I can get grinding this profile out a little bit. Hopefully it will allow me to do that. Hope everybody is doing well today. All right, let's go to the grinding room. Let me grab a. I had some issues last week where every time I went in the grinding room, my signal would drop out. So hopefully that does not happen this week. I say hopefully, so hopefully. Hello, we got one person here. Welcome. If you're new, welcome here. If you've been here before, welcome back. I think we're gonna rough it out first, and then I'll go back and clean it up. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to the live. Setting up to work on this folder again. So. Well, I guess good night. Okay. Hello. All right, so last week I got these roughed out. I do. Me and Jesus are good. I'm going to try to profile this roughly, and then I'll go back and clean it up with some smaller wheels and stuff. Thank you. I am working on kind of R&Ding a new folder. It's kind of a big folder. It's just the back spacer. So I'm kind of trying to rough out the shapes for the blade and the, I guess the liners, so I can work on some of the geometry for it. But yeah, as soon as I get this done, I'm going to try to get the bigger one here. I'm going to bring y'all in a little bit closer. That way you can see a little bit better. It's just really hard with this smaller table to kind of get a camera set up here too and it not be in the way. I'm working on some of that for in the future, but if you can't see or you want me to explain or show you what I'm doing more, I'll try. Hold on one second. Trying to see if I had something I could get a better angle here, but we'll see. We'll get there. Oh, let's see. I don't think this will work, but we'll try it. Oh, look at me. So this is what it looks like, but I'll see if I can do this like this. I feel like it's not wanting to focus very well. Yeah. Very hot. Thing's hot. Grinding really fast too. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing and grind at the same time. So Ooh, that's long. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of check a few things. Be right back. So hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. This thing really eats the metal, doesn't it? Okay. You can kind of see it's very rough still, because a lot of this, when it's folded like this back in here, will fit up. These two will be the same profile around here, so I'm just kind of roughing it in a little bit so I can figure out where I need to put all my holes, and like the back of this lines up right here with this line, but it's still, when I put that thing, I'll grind them both together so they're flush. So I'm leaving just a little bit of material there. But now, like this back spacer, you can see I need to remove this here, so I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll go back to the bench for a minute and think some more. So. Can't see. Look at it. So we got that roughed out. Let's go back to the bench. take a look at some things, clean up all the burrs that's on them, and sweet. I don't know if anybody new jumped in here, wondering what I'm doing. Basically, this is what I'm trying to recreate in metal form, so I got a pattern when I start making these. I'll have a good pattern to work with. All right. There we go. It's a little high, but could you buy a knife? I have several knives on my website that are available. This one is still a prototype, so I have yet to make any of these. That's why I'm working all these out. I don't know if y'all can kind of see how like there's still material on the blade there. That's why it doesn't quite close. Can you buy this right now? Like I said, these ones are not for sale. That's why I'm doing it now. I want to make these. I want to make a lot of these. I mean, I got some really cool stuff to make with these, but I'm making the template so that when I go to actually start making them, I know that my geometry is working. It takes a lot of the thinking process out of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to be here every week. So on Mondays, I'll be working on this project, trying to get that going. So that this is something I've been wanting to make for a while. You broke your fixed blade and knife doing this video. I don't know what kind of fixed blades you're looking for or what fixed blade you have. But I'll be here Mondays or Tuesday mostly. Shooting for Mondays is not Mondays, it'll be Tuesdays. And I'm gonna get this worked out so I can start making these. But seeing how I haven't ever worked out the final fitments and some of that stuff, that's what I'm working on. So eventually, yes, they will be available. But I need to get a working prototype with that. So if you want to see what's going on with that, this is a great place to follow along with that, because this is where I'll be working on it, like I said. But let's say there's plenty of fixed blades on my, well, there's only a couple on my website now. Most of them are sold out. The same as my thing here. Do I do Damascus knives? I can. I mostly don't though, because it increases the price of the knife, if that makes sense. So if somebody really wanted it, I could do it, but I don't like to make things more expensive just to make them more expensive for people, if that makes sense. So I guess that answer is it depends. Does that look right? So I'm going to drill this hole so that these line up. And I don't know. I have pretty big hands, but I mean, like that right there feels like really good. So I'm going to drill. This is where the stop pin holes are. So I'm already got them on this one where that track runs. There's not a pin in there because I'm using it. But this is basically what I'm doing is I'm drilling through here onto this one because I've already marked it. So I'm going to drill into the blade and mark it. So that when I start making these, I'm going to drill my stop on one side and then I'll flip it around and drill a stop. And then I might drill a couple holes just so that when I'm making them, I can just drill some holes real quick. That way it makes it a lot easier. So. Like I said, I don't typically do Damascus because it makes, you know, $100 or $200, $300 knife like at least $100 to $200 more just by the material. And so most of my knives fall between say 175 to 300-ish kind of. I don't like to go over that. I like to make them somewhat affordable, but I also make what I would call using knives. Like, I don't have any here per se. Like, this is one of my chef's knife. This is a 8-inch chef's knife. It's $300 when it's done. And like this is kind of a R&D, experimenting with some stuff. I don't know where this would fall. I'd have to do some figuring, but anything that I have that is available is on my website, but I don't typically do a lot of custom work just because I don't have the time to do it. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but it just takes me so long to do them with my work schedule and family that I don't like to leave people hanging that long. So, all right, I need to find a get ready to drill some holes. I don't know if this is gonna work. I might have to figure out something. Because this clamp is in the way. All right, let's think here. Let's see if I can. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'm just gonna get something to throw in here. Like this. This is a blank. I don't know if y'all can even see this. See? I'm trying to show y'all what I'm doing, and see, I got the camera the wrong way. I'm just trying to give myself something to clamp to. So I can drill a hole, because I don't want to move the clamps. And what I might end up doing is just kind of peck drilling it and marking the location, and then taking it off and just drilling it by itself. But like I said, I don't want to move the clamp until I get a good spot. Okay. So I got that clamped, and I'm just going to drill through the hole in the liner right into the blade so that I can mark that spot. My drill bit's press is being, my switch is bad, and it's kind of annoying. Let's see what that looks like. Take that off. If y'all can't see what I'm doing, let me know. I'm trying to work through this, but sometimes I don't always pay attention to what the camera's actually looking at. So I'm just going to put this pin, little stop pin, so that's the open position. It's a big folder. So that's the open position there. Looks pretty good. So, all right, so that's the open position. I need to get a 9/32 actual dowel pin. I don't have one. Thought I did. So now for the closed position, put the backrest in here. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of some of this material. I thought I took enough off, but it doesn't look like I did. So maybe we'll go to the grinding room and dress that up. Because, like I said, it's hitting right here. There's still material on there. That way I can get it to close. Because you can see it's still sticking up just a little bit. So we'll go take off this material that's sitting in there right now. I'm telling you, that's the thing about making folders, is it's always back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I'm saying that's why I'm trying to build this, because I've made a lot of folders before and I never made like templates. Just makes it more difficult, because once you get done making that knife, like, your template is gone, because you're using the knife as your template for everything. So let's put the small wheel on here. Let's see, what do you want? We'll use the 1-inch wheel for now. I'll see if I can get y'all in here. Yeah, motorcycle. See if I can get y'all in here pretty close so y'all can see what I'm doing. I need to get more tooling arms, just because, like, I gotta take stuff apart, put it together, take stuff apart, put it together. It's kind of old. Is that good? I feel like I almost need to remark this one. I'm gonna go do that. I'll be right back. Well, I'll bring you with me. I'm gonna leave you in here by yourselves. I feel right where this flipper tab is. I just want to make sure I don't grind up the wrong spot, because that would suck. See if I... Okay. We're good now. Okay, doke. Y'all got any questions, man? Just shout them out. I'm just running around trying to make this happen. So. See, it closes, but it's still, so I need to take it right on the belly. Because if you look at our line, we still got material up here. Not really, let's see, focus. I'm not really worried about this spot right here, right now. I'll clean that up later. I'm just trying to get it a little closer. Let's say I'll come back with a finer grits and some different wheels and things. I might try to grind this. Let me go get a pen. Nope, lost the pen. Fell out. Damn it. Now I don't know where it went. Probably put this big pile of shavings in here. Let me see if I got another one. Alright, I'll be back. All right. I did. I lost that pen. So I don't know. I dropped the pen down here on the grinding floor. And of course, it's probably right up under here. But my problem seems to be, get it on good. Seems like it's closing right here and it's missing the backspacer like it's supposed to. It's hitting right here. So I guess I do need to remove some of this material. Dang. I need to find that pin because I don't have another one. All right. It's aggravating. And change setups again. Let me turn this flashlight on, see if I can find that pin real quick. Because I kind of need it. I kind of need it. I could use a magnet, but everything in here is magnetic. So that would absolutely not help at all. Oh, I found it. All right, good. I found it. So, I need to put that in my pocket for right now. All right. I guess I'm going to try to cut this little notch out. I might just try to cut it out on the flat for now to get rid of the material. And then I can clean it up later. But I say sometimes this is just aggravating trying to get some of these spots. What are y'all doing today? It's almost 5 o'clock. Alright, I'm just trying to get the tracking. So I will take out this little corner. Ooh, careful. But sometimes it's kind of tricky. Okay. I still need to put the sharpening tool in there, but at least it's flat now. We'll see if this will. Oh, looky there. So I'm gonna try to take this profile down a little bit, just because the back spacer and it are supposed to be the same. And I want it to sit in that handle just a little more. So it's sitting where it should. So I'm just going to take off this corner off the back spacer now, if I can get it off. And I keep forgetting that y'all are trying to see what I'm doing. Okay. So that's much better. So what I'll do is I need to, now we can, I say, this is part of the process is I don't want my blade to hit my back spacer. So, I mean, I can take out a little bit on the back spacer right here, but my tip of my blade is not coming past the back here, which you don't want because that'll be a sharpened tip. So I think I'm going to clamp all this and then drill my hole through my liner on this side so that I have an open and a closed, and then I'll take out a little bit more on here, and that'll ensure that like once it's closed it stops, it's not going to hit the back spacer. The blade will have plenty of room so we can take a little bit more off. Like the back spacer is okay, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to take too much off the blade. The blade's kind of down to the profile that I had. So we'll stop here and we'll clamp it in that other fixture and drill a hole to put the pin in and do the same thing we did with the front stop. I know I put that pin in my pocket, but it's so small. I don't remember which pocket I put it in now. There it is. Okay, so there's that pin. Let's get this on here. And you know what? I think I'll use that stop right where it's at. It's kind of a stop right now. And then I can take out, because the rest of this is actually, I might take some more off this back end, but it's inside the blade plenty. So I'm not really worried about that. So I'm just going to clamp this right now. And then throw some of these on. Hold everything in place. That's not going to work. All right, so we're going to have to use some little spacers. Sweet. That should work. I'm just using these. I love these clamps. Seems like a lot of process just to do one little operation. All right, so we have this all clamped together. Got it backwards because I need to drill through the liner. Here, I'm getting ready to drill the wrong hole. I'm telling you, man. It's amazing how easy it is to get things messed up. Glad I caught that. Would have had a free hole. All right, so we got everything good there. We're just gonna drill right through that hole. There's that hole. So we'll go back and knock the burr off. Okay. All right, so there's our open position. Take that out. Oh. Man, these holes are like lined up, but like as soon as they unline, they fall right out. All right, so there's our stop position. And let's say so let's take a little bit off this back spacer, maybe some finer grit. We'll come in there with some finer grit and just clean it up a little bit more. Now the pin doesn't want to come out. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go do that. Y'all like what I'm doing? Give me like a thumbs up or something. Let me know. This will work. Nope. Get these magnets off of here. These magnets are super strong. Keep them fingers out the way. Okay. Let's go check the fitment. Like it doesn't want to go. Might be a burr. It's like the pin don't want to go in now. Goes in the liner just fine. All right. I think the problem we have is the dowel pin. I think the dowel pin has, this one, actual pivot pin has a little bit of give. Which you can see. But yeah, it's got a little bit of a little wiggle because it's kind of like shaving material off as it's doing that. So there's the closed position. Now, when I'm making these holes on here, they're not the size they will be when they actually go to make the knife. This is just so when I go to drill holes, I can just kind of have a quick location to drill all the holes out as I'm making the blade or the liners, and then the actual holes will be enlarged and reamed and all that stuff. So I think it doesn't have a problem here. All right. So there's open and closed. That's kind of where we're at. And now, like you can see the liner, how I would normally do this, the liner and the blade, I would grind both at the same time, which I still need to do so that they all kind of match when you're holding it. They all go together. So there's still room for all that, but that's good, that's good. I think now that when I actually go to make these dowel pins are just in here to kind of help line up. I haven't added my actual, I don't think I want to put anything over here. I think it'll be like more here and here. My screw holes to attach them together, because my pocket clip will kind of be over in this area, so I don't want to put anything over here and just leave that kind of blank. So, what do y'all think? It's all right. This is a big pocket knife. It's like a 4-inch blade. So. That's kind of folded and opened. What y'all think? I think I'm gonna stop it there for today. That's a good stopping point. I gotta do some more thinking where I wanna go from here. I might go ahead and drill the holes for for mounting holes or like attaching everything. Might do that. And I don't know, just refining it some more, because I need to figure out like where I'm gonna put the lock bar, because this one I kind of have drawn out. So I might drill some holes actually on here and then mark it up there where the lock bars need to go, the detent ball needs to go, maybe the pocket clip. I might actually wait till the knife is done to figure out where to put a pocket clip, which is kind of backwards, but I don't really know where I want it to go. So, but all of those of you who stuck around, I don't know how many of you actually stuck around to the end, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, if you want to give a thumbs up or subscribe or anything like that, I'll be back. I'm working on this Monday, Tuesday, depends on the schedule. But the rest of the week, if I have time, I have all these projects going, mostly kitchen knife stuff. So I'm trying to bounce back and forth between some like R&D stuff, figuring some of that out, and some production stuff. So, but appreciate y'all coming along. We'll see you.